This is exquisitely done, with a few caveats, as per usual. For a start, right, the text needs to be slightly bigger, and there needs to be X on the text. Reading the text is almost impossible at times, and you're not entirely sure when it's going to disappear. Sometimes if you stop, it stays. Sometimes it just goes by so quickly and you're meant to scan read it. I would put X on the text at all times, so you can just move it on when you feel like it. Some people aren't scan readers. Some people read as they would speak, as do I. My son can scan read, but I can't. I used to be able to before I started writing, but I learned to read out, and so that's how I now read. I would also consider getting rid of this body. It just brings a little bit of jank in now and then. And put barriers around things like this so you can't do this. And that's why I said it introduces a bit of jank. You shouldn't be able to climb on these. Just put a barrier there, an invisible barrier, so you can't get up. But this is superb. It wouldn't be in a QuickFix if it wasn't, and I wouldn't be critiquing it if it wasn't. But it's fantastic. I mean, look at this. This environment is fantastic. So many little details. Quite a unique spaceship, you know. It's cleverly made. Sleeping. No need to get moving today. We need to get moving. The Navcom is down once we get to go in. I don't know what we did last night, but the AI is well angry. I would really consider rewriting as well. I've noticed that sort of vocabulary, it's doesn't quite fit. I like the little character tapping his knee, look, and just wiggling his foot. I would take that off a loop though and make it a little more random, maybe. This is cool. It's very, very good. Now this, if you keep walking, we'll keep talking and the text will disappear. I would honestly stop the person moving at this point and let the conversation finish with X. See, if you keep moving, it disappears. Anybody playing this will automatically think that's how fast it's meant to go, but if you stop, you can read it. Well, you can sometimes. You got to make it as comfortable as possible for the player to read. Make it so easy they can just peruse it at their leisure and not feel rushed in any way. Because I've stopped reading this. This is my third playthrough now, and I don't bother reading it. I didn't bother reading it in my first playthrough. I got so far and just gave up because it was flicking past so fast. Couldn't absorb it properly and enjoy the narrative. But I mean, like I said, I'm being picky because I love it. Yeah, that's it. Radio station, an old friend is there with some info for me. Right, we need to get the navcom and sensors rebooted. Resets are down the corridor. To get it done, what do they look like? Look for red flashy things. Yeah, you see, that's what I mean. It's red flashy things down the corridor. It's like I know you can see them now because I've pointed that out and I've said that out loud and drawn attention to it, and I know where they are because I've done this once. But you need to be a little more direct with the instructions. Well, that said something there. I remember last time it said something. I wanted to see what it said, but I'd moved forward too soon to realise it was saying something. Now just our seat. Cool, let's go. Take the controls and let's fold space. Now the demo ends after this cutscene. And I would say that this is a little bit too long-toothed, this cutscene. It's marvellous. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I mean, look at that. Isn't that fantastic? I love this. I'm not reading that because I can't press X to move it on naturally. And you'll find a lot of people doing that. You'll not get many games that'll put that up. Yeah, you need to be able to access that from here. Because as soon as you start moving forward, look, you see you've just introduced a little unnecessary jank by making it there. Make it so the player can interact with this chair from this point and hide the body. Make sure they can't climb on these, just to keep it nice and tight. Keep it tight. I mean, look, I'm standing on the chair to access the chair. But it's awesome. Now this is what I'm saying. This is just a little too long-toothed, this cutscene. It's fantastically done. And maybe in the context of a much longer intro and a much longer experience after this, it would be acceptable. But in a way, you've got to give the player, the reader, the watcher, a reason to want to sit and watch this. There's got to be a payoff at the end of it. And a expectation and excitement leading to it. It was a little short, so that excitement isn't there from the start, and it ends once you've got to the end of this, so there's no reward at the end of it. But like I said, in the context of a bigger creation, it might just work. As I've said before, making things and creating a narrative like this is exactly the same as the process of writing. It's exactly the same thing. Proper use of a filter, a camera filter. Nice music chosen. Ord is definitely one to watch and one to follow, folks. Now, I know I've just spoken of a list of things, critiques, but the overall feeling from this and playing this is amazing. It's amazing. And I can't wait to see where it goes. It deserves to be in a much longer game. And we return. But look at this environment. Just look at it. Isn't it just fantastic? I think it's cleared a few things up, you know. There's quite a lot of sparkle before. I think he's cleaned it up a bit. I think he has. There's a little bit of sparkle there on those rings, but it feels as if it's reduced. But yeah, this is fantastic. Follow the creator, go and play it yourself, just so you can experience the space. As I said before, you know, it's the same. Even if you watch a video, it's not the same as experiencing the space yourself. And we're there. And there is the space station we're going to visit. Cool, eh? Exit demo. Fantastic, folks. Fantastic. Go and play it. And go and check his other stuff out too. His other stuff's pretty damn good as well. And all that's left for me to say is very well, toodle pip, au revoir, and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you on another one. Bye.